Year 6, Lesson 8, Extensive Exercise, Question 1. 7 squares are drawn on the sides of a heptagon so that they are outside the heptagon, as shown in the diagram. What is the sum of the 7 marked angles? So if I look at any point of this heptagon, I can see that it's made up of 4 different angles. I've got angle 1. Now this is one of our 7 marked angles, and that's what we're trying to find out. I've also got angle 2, which is one of the interior angles of a heptagon. Okay, we can't work out the size of this angle because it's not a regular heptagon, but it is one of the interior angles of a heptagon. Then the 2 remaining angles we'll call 3 and 4. Well, these are both 90 degrees because these are the interior angles of a square. Okay, so we want to find the sum of all of the marked angles, all of the angle 1s. Now, we know most of the other things. We also could find the total of all of these angles, because if you think about each point, the angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. And here I've got 7 points. Okay, each point is made up from the 4 angles. So the sum of the 4 angles at each of the 7 points and therefore is going to be the sum of 28 angles in total. It's going to be 7 angles at a point, which is equal to 7 times 360 degrees. So now I've got the total of all of the 1s, all of the 2s, all of the 3s and all of the 4s. We can start to subtract what we know to find the number 1s. So what's the sum of the number 2s? Well, the 2 is just the interior angle of a heptagon. So if I want to find the sum of all of them, then it's asking to find the sum of the interior angles of a heptagon. Now for any n-sided polygon, we have n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees to find the sum of the interior angles. So here we have 7 sides, so we do 7 minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees, and that's equal to 5 times 180 degrees. I'm going to leave most of these without working out the value of these multiplications because there's often going to be some common multiples we can use here. Next, we can find the sum of the 3s and the 4s. Well, 3 plus 4 is 180 degrees, and I've got 7 of these. So that's going to be equal to 7 times by 180 degrees. Now, in order to find the last angles which we've not yet worked out, which is the angle 1s, the marked angles, I'm going to start with the total of all of them, which is 7 times by 360 degrees, and I'm going to subtract everything. So that's the 2s and the 3s. So by adding those together first, we can see we've got 5 groups of 180 and 7 groups of 180. So using our distributive law, together we have 12 groups of 180. So I'm going to subtract 12 times by 180 degrees. And now you'll see why we left it without working out the values, because I've got a common multiple of 100, well, whichever one we like really. But let's choose to turn them both into 360 degrees, just to make it a bit easier with our common multiple. So in order to multiply 180 by 2, we need to divide 12 by 2. So here we get 7 times 360 degrees minus 6 times 360 degrees. And then again, another use of the distributive law gives us just one lot of 360 degrees. So our answer is answer B.